say, and it feels good to be in the nose mask. It gives you a feeling that we're in special times, and because we're in special times, we need to take special actions, to achieve the needful. Like Ricky did say, we've got interesting personalities with us. On set today. We have somebody really amiable. She's cut her teeth, in charity, and of course she's actually a technocrat who understands and means well for society. Joining me, welcome to Mrs. Augusta Anyanwu Ebo. Madam, nice to have you around.
Thank you.
Oh, great. And of course we have Mr. Stephen Eche. Hi Stephen, nice to have you around. Great. Interestingly, they are from the Duke Child and Infant Foundation. And it's a body that cares about the welfare and well-being of children. And together today we'll discuss something interesting. We'll discuss child and philanthropy in the face of COVID-19, the Duke Infant and Child Foundation. And how else do we start with the founder? Maybe tell us a little more about yourself and the foundation.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Augusta Anyanwu Ebo, Mrs. I'm the founder of the Duke Infant and Child Foundation. The foundation was born out of the experience I had when I had my son. It was born out of an emergency situation.
Okay.
And there we saw a family that barely could afford milk for their children. They had quadruplets in the same hospital.
Oh, really?
And I saw a need to help. And there as well, we were told, my son was born barely at 29 weeks, so we were told that a week ago before we came, a child was born that way, but they could not afford 140,000 to buy surfactants, and the baby died. I looked back, my baby's alive, I'm okay, and I saw another need. So, people could die because of this. After that, yes, a whole lot of things, emotionally torturing.
Okay.
I saw in the hospital. Again, my son was diagnosed to have severe anemia and heart failure, chronic heart disease, congenital septal defect, many strong names. You need to consult Google before you
understand.
We decided to fly the baby out of the country to India, only for us to get there. There was nothing wrong with the baby. The baby was actually rated a baby, doing more than a 10 baby. What else? How else can we give thanks to God? So we said we would have to dedicate the period, the torture we had, to the glory of God, and that was the path of the Duke Infant and Child Foundation.
Oh, it's really heartwarming story you have there. And then let's talk to Stephen Eche. Stephen, you're the project coordinator.
Yes.
Oh, great. So how's it been?
Yeah, it's been wonderful working with my boss.
Okay.
In this project, in this pet project, the Duke's Infant and Child Foundation. It's a foundation that have given a lot to society, done so much, for society. Starting from since 2016, had a lot of projects. Every year we have our massive projects every year around April, where we can kind of reach out to children out there. We had to reach out to some orphanage homes, with school materials and books, school materials and all the back school stuff. And the major one that we did like a year ago, we had to assist a certain orphanage in Asaba, we won't mention the name, with a school bus to aid in the movement to school, and that when you have a foundation, an orphanage that has more than 50 children there, and they have to maybe take commercial taxis or something to school. It's not really very convenient for them and all that. And so the Duke's Infant and Child Foundation thought it wise to give a school bus, to assist that foundation, that
school mobility.
Yes, for mobility purposes. And we also have the very big one during this lockdown period, courtesy of our founder here. We were able to give to so many children around Asaba and environs free medical treatment during the lockdown period. Okay,
we'll get there, because that's actually what we're here for. It's a COVID-19 update. That's the idea of this program, and then we'll bring to speed things that happen around COVID-19 and what we all do. Now, we've clearly stated out that you have a passion for infants and children. Let's focus on Madam now. Can it be a relationship? How are we able to play any role as regards charity, even in the midst of the COVID-19 experience? Look at the lockdown. We have a story about you. Can you confirm this, and how do we get around it?
Okay, like he said, usually every year we try to plan something big. Okay. Sometime around April to commemorate the birth of Duke. Okay. So this year we tried to do an interstate kind of infant mortality, without knowing there will be an unseen enemy called coronavirus that will not allow us to do that program. So as soon as we saw it's not going to be possible for us to do the program, we had to ask Holy Spirit for direction. How do we go? How do we still impact the society with what we have or what we have already programmed for this year? And the idea came, hey, during this lockdown, a lot of people don't have mobility. We have those that feed from hand to mouth. They will not be able to, their children will be sick. They will not be able to afford healthcare. And it wouldn't be nice for us to have so much tragedy coming from the lockdown that children are dying because they couldn't access healthcare. That was why we were able to fly a program called Free Medical Care for the Downtrodden. Children of the Downtrodden. Okay. Interesting. Children of the Downtrodden. Maybe you could take us a little more on that. We have a video. We have a video on what you have done. So let's take a look. Then we'll get back to you, and of course let's share moments, and let's get deeper into the inspiration. So if we're ready, let's take our first video, and then let's get into what the Duke Child and Infant Foundation. Infant and Child. Okay, Infant and Child Foundation has done during the recent lockdown. Happy viewing.
Do you know that UNICEF reported in Nigeria that 1 in every 4 girls and 1 in every 10 boys get molested before the age of 18?
Do you know a father was caught molesting his child last week in Warri, Delta State? Unbelievable, right?
COVID-19, which is ravaging the whole world, has necessitated most parts of the country to enter lockdown. And so the children are forced to stay at home. The predators are there with them. Most of them are there molesting them.
And 60% of child victims and molesters are family members.
They should not allow anyone, be it their uncles, aunts, cousins, friends, etc., to touch the sensitive parts of their bodies.
The human society has taken advantage of your innocence by molesting and abusing you innocently.
Parents should be aware and teach their children ways to prevent this evil.
Teach them that they will not get in trouble if they tell you anybody.
My name is Pula Jeffrey. That was about 2 Saturdays ago. I was on the radio, and I came across this program where I found out that there is an NGO that is helping people during this lockdown period. What they do, from the information I got from the radio, what they do is that they go around in town to help those whose children are not feeling fine. So they give out a number to call, and I took down the number because I also have a little child at home. So I took down the number for protecting purpose. And at the end of the day, about 2 days ago, my child was running temperature. So I said, then I now remember the number I took while listening to the radio program. So I made up my mind that I should call these persons. And when I put a call across to them, to my greatest surprise, I found out that they really respond, and they told me that they will come around When they find out that because of the restriction, I may not be able to go to the hospital on my own, they actually drive down to my place, took my child and my wife to the hospital, and the treatment has been given to the child. I really appreciate. If all our big men will do this, then it will go a long way to put a smile on the faces of persons with disability. I'm a person with disability, and my child happened to be among those that the NGO who is giving medical treatment free of charge to children happen to help today. I really appreciate. May God bless this NGO. May God bless the Juice Impact and Child Foundation. I really appreciate you.
I want to really say a big thanks to Duke and the Infant Foundation. They are wonderful. But he makes Nigeria look like abroad in my eyes. They came to my house. I called their number. I heard it on radio, on DBS radio. I thought it's a joke until I called the number today. Though my baby first sick yesterday, it was running temperature, the body was very hot. Until I called them this morning, they respond immediately. They asked me to wait. They came down to my place at Federal College Junction at number 1 Shangotola Street off Federal College Road, after Mami Market. That is where they came to pick me and my baby down to where they are running Immediately they asked me to wait. They came down to my place at Federal College Junction at number 1 Shangotola Street off Federal College Road. He makes Nigeria looks like abroad in my eyes. They came to my house. I called their number. I heard it on radio, on DBS radio. I thought it's a joke until I called the number today. Though my baby felt sick yesterday, it was running temperature, the body was very hot. Until I called them this morning, they respond immediately. They asked me to wait. They came down to my place at Federal College Junction at number 1 Shangotola Street off Federal College Road after Mami Market. That is where they came to pick me and my baby down to where they are running the program. And right now, my baby will run tests. After the whole test, they injected her, give her drugs. But the kind of drugs they gave her here, I was surprised. I never knew that such a thing is going on in this country. I want to really thank the owner of this initiative. I pray that God will bless him in a million folds. His pocket will never go dry.
Thank you very much.
Infant and Child Foundation, who's done a great job, and we commend you most sincerely. When you see videos like this, Mrs. Ebom, how do you, does it drive anything new deep inside you? Each time you watch this, do you watch this regularly, and when you do?
Yeah, most times I try to replay some of the videos. I try to go to the page. I look at comments, I look at prayers. It's quite fulfilling, honestly. And then it's very inspiring as well, like motivating us that, hey, we can actually do more.
There's a need.
And we are dedicated to do more.
How about partnership? Is there a future of the Duke Infant and Child Foundation partnering with like minds?
Sure.
Is that on the table?
Sure. We have a roadmap project that we intend to roll out.
Okay.
This also anyway is actually a big disruption.
Okay.
For sure, before the end of the year, we'll be able to do what we can do so that we can attract, large partnership to be able to reach out to the hinterland, not just, suburban states around and all that. We need to really, because it's actually carved for the needy. So we have a roadmap to make sure that it is what it is. We reach out to the hinterland, the children of the needy, those people that don't even watch television and all that, to see how we can plant smiles and make a lasting impact in their lives.
Beautiful. Like the words of Roosevelt will say, whether you're in the best of times or the worst of time, the very times you find yourself might just be your only good time. So I really want to commend you for what you do. Now, Stephen, you've been, really, really pivotal in the success of this project, also working under the founder. Moving on. What are your last words, and what's your commitment, and what's your vision?
I would say, Nigerians, please, let's continue to stay safe. It's really very, very important we stay safe. We observe all medical health protocols, definitely the whole cause, the TDICF Child Foundation, is a wonderful concept. It's a wonderful project. Reaching out to myself. Yeah, she talks about how she feels when she watches videos and all that. A lot of times, what you feel things, the feeling is always more like a person. But I come out and say, "Mom, thank you very much. God bless you."
Okay.
I call up and say thank you, God bless you on behalf of persons. The video does not to a large extent speak. you know, the depth of what and how a lot of this person that
how can you watch more videos? Is that possible?
Yes, you can watch more videos.
How do you do that?
The Duke's Infant and Child Foundation on Instagram, or follow us on Facebook, the Duke's Infant and Child Foundation.
Okay.
You know, you see that's true. Yes, you see a lot of these videos. So the person is really very, very grateful. You know, in fact, I was actually wants to be like her. Since that calls and the prayer and all that. You know, I know it's actually very edited. So working with her is a privilege for me. I'm really, really very excited. I'm very happy to be part of the course. You know, and trust me, it's really a great one, I would say.
And finally, Mrs. Ebon, do we expect more videos? Can we get to the Duke Infant and Child page on Instagram and get more videos in the time to come?
Sure, like I said, if it's not because of this disruption caused by COVID-19, you would have seen a big flag of program on infant mortality being flown across local government areas in the state and in Anambra State as well, and in Imo State, about 3 states. For this year. But this, disruption has narrowed it to free medical care for the children of the downtrodden in Asaba and environs. So for sure, by the grace of God, after now, when the movements have eased, and then, by the grace of God, there's vaccine and there's interstate movement and all of that, we can be able to reach out and make sure that we carry the flag higher and forward.
Brilliant. It's been wonderful talking with our friends from the Duke Infant and Child Foundation. We've got the founder with us, Mrs. Augusta Anyao Ebom. She is a wonderful woman with the fear of God, a passion for kids. Interestingly, she's a journalist with many years beneath her belt, and of course she is the regional manager, Midwest Fidelity Bank. I dove my head and smile to your golden heart. Thank you so much for what you do for humanity.
Thank you.
I think I will just add, God bless you.
Thank you.
And of course, always very happy, very hardworking, charming young man, Stephen Eche. I really admire you too, and I encourage you to keep up the good work and hope to see more videos. Really, really heartwarming. And funny enough, this would also spur others who have capacity to invest a little more into humanity. That's much we'll do for today on COVID-19. It's been wonderful having our friends here. The coronavirus is still with us, very much with us, and we all need to play our part. Social distancing is what we call it. Let's get conscious about it. The need for personal hygiene. Let's wash those hands as regularly as possible. And of course, let's use the nose masking, the best we can. We understand it's not too easy, and let's stay indoors. Let's obey, the restrictions, no more than 20 and 50 depending on where you are. And let's trust on God, like Mrs. Ebon will want to say. That's what we'll do for today. Until we meet you on Monday. My name is Todi Troyo. Some other time. Bye-bye.
Okay.